Bon, bah écoutez, faut qu'on fasse tout ça. Il a quel âge à ton avis? Oh. Un chef Tombéry. Ok. J'ai rien dit, oui. Tacle pas avec ça. Écoute. À part quand je serai obligé, je n'utiliserai que l'anneau. Oula, celui derrière était un peu plus... C'est un PNG. On l'a vu, il est sur 2 dimensions. C'est comme ça, je le trouve plus stylé. Ouais, pareil. Ah, pas plus stylé, juste c'est un style différent, mais j'aime bien. Le Tombéry Yoda, c'est un peu ça, hein, il a un sabre laser et tout. On peut pas monter sur le chien et le chien après il fait sa vie et il nous amène là-bas. Ou il utilise ses pouvoirs magiques. Ce serait quand même beaucoup plus simple.
What is it, boy? Something's coming.
Une voiture! Fais du stop! Lève le pouce!
A truck? Yeah?
It's me, Talcott. My grandpa served the Amicidia family.
Ah
Talcott?
oui, donc il a failli...
Yeah.
Il y a 10 ans que se sont passés quoi.
No way.
Là il a 30 ans donc...
Yes, way. Welcome back, Your Majesty. Yes, sir. That's right. Huh? Just a second. Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir. Wow. I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Yeah, you sure look different, though.
You think so? Guess I've grown some these 10 years.
10 years.
The guys must be pinching themselves right now.
Where are they, anyway?
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead. For Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though, one of the few places that is.
Et genre il y a aucun meuble sur la route.
Sid. Is he still alive and kicking?
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there, too. but old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else.
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way. So the garage will probably stay put for a while. And without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to.
Non mais je veux bien à cause des phares, mais
around, more folk were getting hurt.
les phares ont pas une portée de 3 km.
So Iris talked the marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis?
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
Never got his vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
Ouais, moi je pense qu'ils sont allergiques au macadam comme le dit Rezo.
Everyone will be so happy to see you. Don't worry, I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Alors, est-ce qu'ils savent faire un grillage contrairement à l'Empire? Ça apparaît plusieurs fois sur les routes. Ah bon? J'ai rien vu moi.
Hey.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Knocked! It's you! It's really you! I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do.
Let's head inside.
Ah, 10 ans avant. Je pensais que tu parlais de là, sur le chemin. À l'époque, ils avaient des chaussures, c'est pour ça. Vous pouvez marcher sur le macadam. Préparez-vous pour l'affrontement final avant de quitter Hammerhead. C'est des bien belles armes, ça. Étude sur la pollution atmosphérique. L'analyse de particules fines prélevées de la surface jusqu'en haute altitude a révélé que la proportion de particules noires était en augmentation avec une densité particulièrement forte en altitude. Ces particules ont formé une couche dans la stratosphère et semblent progressivement remplacer la couche d'ozone. Elles absorbent la lumière et sont donc à l'origine de la baisse du rayonnement solaire. Et du coup, techniquement, il doit faire super chaud parce que le noir absorbe la chaleur, enfin la lumière plutôt. Et du coup, ça doit faire effet de serre plus. Mais bon. La structure des particules noires dans l'atmosphère présentant des similarités avec le plasmodium mutant que l'on suppose être à l'origine des démons, on peut conclure que la prolifération des particules est liée à ces créatures. Étant photophobiques par nature, ils semblent non seulement dégager constamment ces particules opaques, mais aussi en produire une grande quantité lorsqu'ils expirent, ce qui a des répercussions importantes sur l'environnement. Ah bah super, voilà. Notre futur, on sait déjà d'avance grâce à Final Fantasy XV qu'on va pas réussir à s'en sortir écologiquement. Aïe aïe aïe.
Hey.
Ding dong. Ah, j'ai déjà. Hyperion. Ah. Bah c'est ce qu'il a déjà. Lance rayonnante, c'est ce qu'il a déjà. Main gauche. C'est bien parce qu'en fait ils ont déjà équipé toutes les armes qu'il y a ici, donc finalement...
See you later.
Lun, il faut que tu te sacrifies pour ramener l'équilibre dans la force. Bah oui, grave. Pas de problème.
Welcome. Come again.
Alors attendez. tes armes conçues contre les démons. Que tu pouvais déjà acheter avant. Bah oui, je sais bien, j'ai la Durandal, je l'ai même 2 fois. Oh. Ah, j'ai pas grand chose à préparer, hein, du coup. Oh. On peut dormir ou pas? Au final, Cindy, elle est même pas là.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Les ex-soldats impériaux.
We've even got some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them
Ah,
said she used to
Aranea.
lead a band of mercenaries.
Aranea?
So you do know her. Well, I'm not surprised. The Marshal said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge. Each of them leads their own small army.
That's great.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. Oh, right. About the Empire.
Huh.
Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With those two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything. The Chancellor's still around, though. In Insomnia. Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. Their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself. But we did discover something pretty weird.
Huh?
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Ardens. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravaged by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Les démons.
On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
And?
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people.
C'est bien parce qu'il
Unlucky
répète ce
folk
qu'on a
infected
appris
by
genre avant.
something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet. So death is the only mercy. I'm more than happy to tell you everything. We've got a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo, too. What with all the demon attacks there as of late? Not like it's much better here. Lestalem's practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside, and demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left, except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
Not for long.
Résumé, c'est des sans-cœurs, c'est ça? Et là, on est dans le monde des ténèbres.
I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
All these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you Your Majesty? Do you remember my grandfather?
Ah, vraiment.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me. It was my fault. An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, the man showed up at our hotel.
Prompto, il bouge les lèvres comme s'il parlait.
Think what you will of me, but please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen,
Yeah?
you're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault. None of it. You know, it's hard to ask someone about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me, and I swear I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me, not your grandpa. Trust me, you have the king's word.
I suppose you're right. Your Majesty,
Majesté.
thank you.
Thank you.
Safe travels, Your Majesty.
Alors ça, tu savais pas. Non, mais du coup, je m'en branle, hein, parce que le grand-père, je t'avoue, on l'a vu 2 fois. Ah putain, il manque 111 XP, putain. Pour level up avec Noctis. Fuck.
So yeah, no wedding just yet.
No wedding.
398 PC. Le moment de mettre ce point que j'ai toujours rêvé de mettre. Je peux aussi mettre celui-là. Cadeau. 41. Ah, ça aurait été bien aussi, dommage.
Ever.
Go figure.
Hey, don't hate me.
Hate the game, yeah.
So we can't expect a formal introduction for some while, then.
Yeah, at least not till all of this is...
Une petite sauvegarde.
over. Can't in good conscience leave a girl to worry, while I rush headlong into danger.
Bah là, voilà mon XP.
Gee, you ought to teach a masterclass in romance.
Or act.
Well, fellas, we're homeward bound at last. Time to suit up.
Finally get to rock these threads.
Wear them with pride.
Yeah. Just hope they still fit.
Attends même pas qu'ils aient fini. Non, bah... à vous leur blabla. Oh! Hmm. Hmm. Cent, 500, poison. On va prendre ça, du cassoulet. J'ai pas vu parce que l'écran de 2,5 cm. J'ai pris les trucs sur les attaques. Les attaques où tu TP là, sur ton arme. Je sais plus comment ça s'appelle. Les attaques éclairs ou je sais pas quoi. Y en a un qui permet de faire plus de dommages quand tu le fais à courte distance, un truc dans le genre. Et un autre, tu consommes moins, je crois. Assaut Eclipse, ouais, voilà. Pareil, attaque éclair, assaut Eclipse, franchement, je vois pas la diff. Attaque éclair, c'est dans FF10. Je pensais plus à Pokémon, mais oui aussi. Noctis, c'est Pikachu. Allez.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, at long last.
Et genre, c'est éclairé.
Waiting for.
Sure is.
Ils se sont changés sur la route. Oh.
Are you with me?
Of course.
You bet.
Until the very end.
It's time to finish this. Once and for all.
Attendez, ça m'a donné une idée. Faut finir comme on a commencé. Hein. Allez, c'est parti.
This is it. Give it your all, guys.
Yeah.
You got it!
With pleasure.
Not good!
Retour aux origines.
Haven't fought together like this in ages.
Really takes you back, doesn't it?
We may have struggled before, but now nothing can stand in our way.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any glaives around here.
Why would we?
Because they're doing reconnaissance, dealing with the demons as they go.
Their base is up ahead. Come on. Got a tough one on our hands.
Prompto. Knocked!
Gladio!
C'est un vrai combat malheureusement. Super. Super.
Nice work, Gladio. Move it or lose it!
Ah, le poison. Aïe, je vois rien. Ah, je suis une grenouille.
Did he just turn into a frog?
Gladio!
Nice work, Gladio.
You know, you don't seem as jumpy as before.
Ok, nice.
Maybe I'm just better at hiding it? Here goes!
Just as good as ever.
Better than ever before, I'd say.
Ok. Ça rend la fin
Guess
moins
we've still got a
sérieux
little
d'un
fight
coup.
left in us.
You say that like we've already peaked.
Yeah, we haven't even reached our prime.
Guess you're right.
Bon ça je suis à fond normalement ouais. Donc ça le prince du Lucis, le roi élu, exactement.
These monsters. Look what they've done to our home.
Once we take it back, we'll rebuild it better than ever.
Yeah,
Ah,
just like we promised.
ah, oui. Putain mais il est pile poil un endroit où on peut pas viser ces putains de points faibles. Pas très fan hein, de ce thème en tout cas. Ça a une petite ambiance The Last of Us là. Pas vous mentir.
Shit.
Looks fresh.
Then we should hurry. There may be survivors nearby.
Non, c'est du latin, pas de l'anglais. Ouais, mais c'est chanté. Non.
You've got this.
Of course.
Ah, il balance des javelots. J'aurais pas confiance à un mec aveugle qui balance des javelots.
I don't need sight to sense what's around me.
J'ai plus de piles. Ça m'aide.
Pretty good shot in the dark.
Glad to see my 10 years of practice is finally paying off.
Well, keep it up.
Onward.
Yep.
Que ce soit une voix électronique pour que t'apprécies les chants. Non, mais au contraire, je déteste l'autotune. Et là, ça fait trop genre opéra, truc du genre. Même pas. Oh, mais sinon, juste de l'instrumental, c'est très bien.
Marshall!
Bah alors, Jean-Guy. Oh, des Harriman!
It's time.
There's so many of them.
Tell me about it. I've been at it for hours.
Hanging in a little longer.
When we kill them all,
Aïe.
once this is all over,
One thing at a time.
fair enough.
Pathetic. It's over. Time to say goodbye.
M'attaquer? Pas que ça comme ça, hein.
Move it or lose it.
La mort volante. On va voir ça. Protégez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
Roll into a fine.
Thanks. You set a pretty good example.
You alright?
More or less.
Glad that's over.
Glad you made it back, Highness.
Glad to be back.
I've got something to show you. Follow me.
So, what brought you back to Insomnia?
We wanted to do what we could to make sure everything was in order. For the day the king returned to reclaim his rightful seat on the throne.
Alors quoi Oui, c'est du classique et alors ça change rien. Tu peux avoir du classique et sans parole. Je vois pas le débat qu'il y a à avoir. Je dis que j'aime
We're
juste pas les
stationed
chants
just up ahead.
de ce type.
It's just about the only
J'ai le
place
droit.
we've
Hein.
left.
Je peux pas changer d'arme.
Come on.
En plus, moi j'ai payé le jeu de base, puis plus chaque DLC un par un. La Royale sortie dans le Game Pass 3 semaines après que je finisse le jeu. Je veux me pendre. Du coup, c'est quoi le délire là, avec la Royale comparé au jeu de base?
Good news, everyone! Your king has returned!
Highness! I knew you'd come back!
Your Highness, for many moons, we have eagerly awaited the coming of this day.
C'est juste parfait comme tenue.
Brothers and sisters, brave warriors of Lucis. You've done well these 10 years. And I thank you. You've done so much. All for my sake. Even as the darkness overcame our world, we kept the light alive in our hearts. We've all lost friends and loved ones along the way, But the one thing we never lost was hope. Brothers and sisters, I ask you to stand by me and fight at my side for the light and for the future of our world.
All hail the King of Light!
The Glaives finally got its king.
They're all so happy to have him back.
Yes, but none are happier than us.
En vrai, c'est trop con pour Waynis.
Thanks for opening up a camp. I appreciate it.
Didn't want to leave anything unsaid. Whatever you do, you will have my unwavering support.
I know. So, how'd things work out with you-know-who?
Oh, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Look at you. Just remember, hold tight to the ones you love. And don't let go. Lose your grip and you lose them for good.
Et Gladio... Voilà.
You get a few more scars while I was gone?
Wouldn't be much of a shield if I didn't take a few hits.
Think you can take a couple more?
It's my job. I'll take as many as you need me to.
Quelle discussion? Ouais, c'est une bonne question. Je me suis aussi posé enfin, je me suis demandé et après je me suis dit que c'était très certainement pas très intéressant.
You can buy just about anything you need from that vending machine over there. If you're lucky enough to have any gil, that is.
But why wouldn't I?
A lot happened while you were gone. For one, the people of Lucis gave up on traditional currency. Instead, they started to trade things like meteor shards, stuff with more practical value.
D'accord. Cracheur de flammes. C'est moins bien.
Mr. Argentum, I've heard you're quite the savvy cameraman. Could you help me with something?
With what?
Well, a group of us were trying to take some pictures of the Crown City as part of our reconnaissance work. Unfortunately, the demons were too much for us to handle, so I was hoping you might be able to go out and snap some shots in our stead. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Leave it to me.
Ouais, bon, ça on va pas le faire.
Hey, about those photos. Would it be okay if I helped? I want to see the state of the city for myself.
Sure thing. The more the merrier.
Here, take this.
A key?
Good eye. That'll let you open all the gates around here.
Perfect. So, what's next for you, Marshal?
Lots of Imperial stragglers left. Thought I'd clean them up.
Need a hand?
Looking to earn yourself a favor? If so, you're more than welcome. Just tell Yosef when you're ready.
Parlez à Joseph. C'est qui Joseph? Toi Joseph? Ah non, c'est une femme.
My liege, I have a request from Ms. Aram.
You mean Cindy?
Yes, she was hoping you would help her unearth some special machine parts from the city ruins. We've already deployed one of our glaives to the designated area. They're not much for conversation, but rest assured, when it comes to combat, they're more than capable.
Oh non! Oh de la merde! Oh la dernière fois on a tourné pendant 30 minutes dans un labyrinthe.
All that's left is to rendezvous with the glaive and begin the operation.
Got it. I'll see what I can do.
Oh Joseph?
A lot of glaives died at the signing ceremony, but one of them survived and escorted Lady Lunafreya to safety. To this day, his story lives on as an inspiration to us all.
T'es pas Joseph. C'est qui Joseph?
Never thought I'd find myself asking you for help. Appreciate it.
No problem. I've already got a favor in mind for once we've wiped out the Empire for good.
Can't wait.
Je suis sur le point. Joseph? T'es dans la mallette? Joseph? Toi pour deuxième nom, Joseph. Ah non, le point il bougerait du coup. Tu connais un certain Joseph?
Once the night is over, we'll break down the walls and usher in the dawn of a new world.
Yeah. Just like we promised.
Ah, Ignis, tu connais un Joseph? Ignis, c'est pas ton vrai prénom d'ailleurs.
We've sacrificed so much just to make it this far. Lost so much along the way.
The pains of the past pave a path to the future. Our sacrifices won't be in vain.
Yeah.
Je sais pas moi. On verra. Batterie, c'est à 1 million de kilomètres et le repérage, c'est à 1 million de kilomètres aussi. Regarde sur le côté. Le côté de quoi? Alors là, c'est pas du tout un côté du coup, c'est au-dessus.
Name's Joseph. Pleasure. Our objective is the annihilation of all remnants of the Imperial forces. Several of the Empire's bases located around the city remain operational. The Marshal is scouting these locations as we speak. You can begin the operation once you rendezvous with him on site.
Roger.
Well, best of luck, boys.
C'est de la merde, il n'y avait pas la petite flèche vers le haut pour dire que c'était au-dessus. D'habitude, il y a une flèche pour le dire. Ok. Eh bien écoutez, vu l'heure, on va pas se lancer dans des trucs... on n'aura pas le temps de faire de toute façon. Donc on pourra s'arrêter là et du coup... Oh, un petit bug. Et demain on pourra faire ces petites quêtes secondaires, la fin du jeu, tout ça. Je sais pas exactement combien de temps ça prend. Voilà. Pour ceux qui sont là dans le chat, dans le chat, je sais pas si vous avez vu, mais lisez le channel annonce du Discord. Je peux pas sauvegarder? On va forcer la sauvegarde auto.
It's been a long day.
Parce que j'ai donné un peu le programme des prochains jours. Bien. Il a repris des photos nulles. Et puis du coup, on se dit à demain pour la suite. Des bisous. Portez-vous bien.